Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, our OP is somehow bamboozled by a Choosing Beggar couple into carrying a bed across the city. Let's jump right in. Hi, first Choosing Beggar post. I saw someone post something about moving and people being choosy beggary, and it reminded me of this story. My partner and I moved from one coast to another last year. We had separate apartments at this time, but not a lot of stuff. His place came furnished and mine had roommates who were living there for several years prior and already furnished all common areas. So we decided to just pack up our car with stuff, ship a few things, but for the most part get rid of any furniture or other things we did not want to schlep across the country. For me, the biggest thing I had to get rid of was my bed. Where I lived, trash pickup was only on certain days and you could get fined for putting trash on the curb on the wrong day. Mattresses had to be bagged a certain way if they were going to be put out on the curb too. I assume this is to prevent bed bugs spreading. But my whole bed was literally less than a year old and had only been slept on half the time since I traveled for work a lot that year and also stayed at my partner's home half the time. I took the sheets and protective cover off and I was happy to see it was surprisingly pristine. Like you could have convinced me it was new. So I decided to try and sell it for cheap to avoid the hassle of tossing it. Long story short, I get bites from a lot of Choosing Beggars, but nothing comes through till the final day. The day before we are supposed to leave, this girl messaged me saying she and her boyfriend seriously wanted the bed and could get it that night. Awesome. She said her boyfriend would call me that evening. He calls, asks if I could lower the price, I think from $100 to $50, and I was like, sure dude, as long as you come and get it so I don't have to deal with it. Well, he says they don't have a way to transport it yet, but they'll figure it out. Their new place is actually on the other side of a park near mine, so it wasn't far and they could be there soon. They show up, and the guy is being kind of a douche to his girlfriend for some reason, as they try to gather the bed, criticizing her while she is just trying to help since he has no idea what he's doing. I am embarrassed for her, as he clearly thinks he is hot stuff for having a high-paying job and making them move here from Georgia. If you are so rich, why are you haggling with me for a used bed? They also keep asking me if there's anything else I am getting rid of and could give them for free, so I actually give them my memory foam pillows, down comforter, and other small things. Well, when it's time to go, it turns out that they had not figured out a way to transport the bed as he said they would. So as I am helping them wrap everything up, he asked if they could use our car to bring it to their apartment. No way, Jose. 1, it would not fit, and 2, we had just bought this car, used, from a friend, and it was also pristine. Like, even our mechanics here are impressed with it and think it's a newer car when it's actually almost 10 years old. Also, there is a part of the bed frame that will not disassemble once you put it together, so it's too big to fit inside any car. You need a truck or van. But this guy has a great solution. Let's put the bed frame on top of our car, unsecured, and then 2 of us can reach out the windows and hold it down from either side. Driving through the city at night. Did I mention it was also Halloween? I say, nah-uh. My boyfriend says heck no, and the guy gets super pissy, says he has a similar sized car and fit a full-size bed in it before. He tells us it will work. They won't scratch our car. Maybe they could just borrow our car for a while. They were moving and this was really inconvenient for them. Dude, we are literally moving cross country in the morning. So eventually we concede that the mattress can fit in our car, and we will drop it at their place if he throws in an extra $50 for our time, inconvenience, etc. But the bed frame is still a no. They are refusing to try and figure out any other options by themselves, except having me and the girlfriend carry the bed frame to their new place from mine at night on Halloween. I am so tired and still have some final moving things to do after this, so I just say yes. My partner is giving me a look like, are you sure you want to do this? These people suck. but we get on with it. I figure, at least the girlfriend is nice and we can chat while we carry it the 20-minute walk to her place. Nope. My guy and hers drive off in our car with the mattress, and we start the trek. She is in front holding one end of the frame, and I'm in back with the other. She seemed like someone I would get along with at first, but once we start walking, she does not want to talk at all. And there is not even a thank you. It also starts to drizzle lightly. The bed frame is unwieldy and draws strange looks the whole time we are awkwardly carrying it and trying to not bump into anyone on the sidewalk. When the girlfriend and I get to their place, our guys carry everything upstairs. We, the girls, wait outside, and I never even see their apartment. The guy shakes our hands and says thanks and goodbye, and I'm like, hello, aren't you forgetting something? And pull out my Venmo. The guy seems put off, as if he thought I wouldn't charge him for the bed because they had to go through so much hassle to get it. But he pays, and we leave. It is now 10 p.m., and my partner and I still have our own moving tasks to finish up, but at least I do not have to throw out a perfectly good bed and get fined for it on top of that. Note to self, if ever moving and selling a bed again, it would be better to sell or trash the bed early and sleep on the floor than deal with people like this ever again. P.S. Their place turned out to be in a super expensive part of my neighborhood. Since my partner carried everything upstairs for him, he got to see their place, and he said it was way nicer than either of ours, and they could have definitely afforded a moving van. The way they were haggling with us for as much free stuff as possible, we thought we were helping a broke couple, but it turns out they are way more balling than either of us. Story 2 shows us that even when a choosing beggar family is down on their luck, they still need to get the brand name groceries. Don't drop that store brand rubbish on me. One night, after I'd gotten off of my shift at work, I decide on my drive home that I would stop by the grocery store so I could make something for breakfast in the morning. It's about 11 p.m. when I pull into the nearly empty lot. There's a couple cars near the entrance and one van parked directly behind me whose side door opens as soon as I put my car in park. I watch in my side mirror as a lady climbs out and starts walking towards my car. And being the overly suspicious person I am, I decide not to exit my car. The lady comes to my window and starts knocking on it, so I crack it and ask how can I help her. She puts a piece of paper on my window as she turns and waves back towards the van. I'm reading the paper as 3 kids come from the van to stand just behind the lady. My kids are hungry. Can you please buy these things on my grocery list? Glancing over a list that says things like candy, chips, soda, etc. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't have much money either. I can't buy these things. Well, what about just some Crisco so I can fry them chicken? I look at the kids and feel bad. Okay, I can do that. The lady steps away and lets me out of my car. I tell her I will run in real quick and be out in 10 to 15 minutes. I go in and get what I need and then go to the cooking oils and look at Crisco, which costs at least $4 more than the store brand. I choose the store brand and go to pay for my items. On my way out of the store, I see the lady still standing by my car. I hand her the bag of oil and take my keys out to get going. She looks in the bag and yells, "Hey, this isn't Crisco!" I'm sorry, that's what I could afford to pay for at this time. Choosing Beggar hands the bag back. I'll just ask someone else. I stare at her in disbelief. She just turned and left. In story 3, we have a choosing beggar who tries to rip off a troop of Boy Scouts who come by to do his yard work. The deal was he supplies the pizza. Where is the pizza? Okay, context time. This story is sort of a patchwork of many people's accounts, as I was not there for all of it, so some details may be hazy. I am a Boy Scout, and we commonly do service projects for places in the community for free. However, it is understood that the Scouts should get some pizza or something at around lunchtime to keep us all happy. We all arrive at around 11 a.m. to help stain fences for a horse place. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was fairly popular. We were told that we were going to get pizza at around 1 p.m., and we were all working hard. The owners of the place come out and watch us and would say stuff like, make sure you do that one, and oh, go back over there. And it was kind of annoying, but whatever. At 1:30, kids started to complain to the leaders about when lunch was happening, and they said it would be soon. Our scout leader started talking with the owners, and it got pretty heated. We only know some of what was said because the owner would scream really loud to make a point, but she said things like, "I thought it was free! We are an important community landmark, and ungrateful brats!" After about 20-ish minutes of our scout leader and the owner arguing, our scout leader turned around and told us, "Stop where you are, let's get ready to leave." After we got packed up, our leader announced that we would get free pizza at the scout house if we showed up. In our final story, we have another choosing beggar who wants to buy a cheap tattoo. Will they never learn? I was at your shop on Sunday to inquire of my 2 tattoos. You quoted me approximately around $150, which is high, and I request you to make it $100, as mine are small tattoos. And moreover, other shops I went to quoted me $100 for both the tattoos. So please, advise if it's okay with you for $100 all-inclusive, and I can come today at 3 or 3:30 p.m. Thanks. You can go to the other shop. Have a good day. I would prefer your shop. Please give me the best price. Thanks. Sorry, I said $150. I don't go to Walmart and ask to buy cheaper things. If you don't want to spend good money on something that lasts forever, it's okay to be cheap. Now, it will be $200. Full price. This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like and share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.